Hi, Colin and Mandy. Glad you were able to come in today. Um, I know you guys have read and signed the informed consent form. Are there any questions what you signed?
I don't have any questions.
Okay, good. I just want to point out that this form is used for many purposes. Wants to protect you, confidentiality issues. It's also used to protect me. And the main thing is, if anything changes in during our sessions or anything, that we might have to revisit that. Okay, and redo it. That's the one thing I want to point out. I have either of you done any kind of counseling before?
I actually want to be a counselor, so I haven't really done any counseling, but I do want to be a counselor.
That's pretty nice. I think hopefully I can be of help, and I wish you good luck in your career for sure. We'll see how it goes, okay? Let's start with why we're here, okay? Colin, why are you here?
Well, I'm here because, before I even tell you why I'm here, let me just tell you a little bit about my background. Um, I live in the States. I was gonna get married, but my fiance left me, and that's kind of depressing to me. So I moved to a place in England, a small little town in Vermont. I just need to clear my head, um, and then I met this beautiful girl. Her name is Mandy. She's here with me, and she was introduced to me by a bed and breakfast owners, and so we got really into together. At first, I wasn't really sure, but then I'm starting to fall in love with her. Until recently, when the fiance that I was going to have, or who left me, came to Vermont to meet me, and we were talking, and then she caught me with my Mandy caught me talking with her, and she walked in on us, and she thought that I'm not into her, but I really do love her, and so yeah, I guess that's the reason why I'm here.
Okay, Colin, when Mandy walked in on you when you were talking with Vera, how did that make you feel?
At first I was overwhelmed because I just wanted to talk to her, and let her know it really hurt me when I left in that relationship. I just needed closure, and then she walked on me, and it made me feel like, oh my goodness, I don't want her to think that I'm cheating on her.
Okay, so you mentioned you feel hurt. Can you describe, just in a few words, hurt? Can you elaborate more on the feeling of hurt?
When I said hurt, in my previous relationship, that's when she just left me. It made me feel lonely. But
hurt, lonely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and how do you feel about feeling hurt and feeling lonely? How do you feel about that?
When I feel hurt and lonely, I just I just feel like I'm contained. Nobody seems to validate me, or nobody seems to care about me. It's just yeah, those type of feelings.
Okay, that's very understandable. And I know you're probably scared because you've never done anything this before. How are you feeling right at this moment talking to me about the various things that you're going through right now?
Well, at first I feel I feel so overwhelmed with emotions and thoughts, and that I just need to express it. to someone, I just need to vent it out. And it's helpful when Mandy's here because I just want to let her know that I'm not cheating on her in any sort. Like, I want to be with her.
I gotcha. I gotcha. All right. If there was anything deep inside of you, John, can you, if there was anything deep inside of you right now that could change the way you feel at this moment, would you want to change it?
Yeah, I want to change how I feel like overwhelmed to something positive, like feeling loved and accepted by Mandy.
Okay. All right. Now, does anything deep down inside of you feel different than how you're actually expressing how you're feeling now? Does anything deep down inside feel anything different than hurt, lonely, contained, and overwhelmed? Does anything inside of you feel any different than that?
To me, I just want to be, like, deep inside me, I just want to be satisfied.
Okay. Okay. So, so that's something that we're going to that's something we're going to work for you to be satisfied. Okay. Now, let me focus the attention to Mandy now. Okay, Mandy, why are you here?
Well, I'm here because we were forming a very close relationship, and I guess I've become a little distant now because I saw him and his ex-fiance together recently, and it kind of made me want to push back. Um, and he asked me to come, so that's why I'm here.
Okay. Again, I know you're probably scared. There's probably all kinds of feelings going right on right now. So, how are you feeling right
um, I am scared. That's really a good word to use. I'm scared of being hurt. I'm scared of being, left alone. I'm scared that he may go back to his ex-fiance because they do have a lot of history. Um, so, I mean, scared is exactly what I'm feeling.
now? Okay. I want you to, again, like we did with Colin, I want you to elaborate more on the word scared, feeling scared. Can you
Mm-hmm.
expand that?
Mm-hmm. So I think in a relationship, nobody wants to be hurt. And I already have a lot of insecurities. So it's hard for me to let my wall down. And when I do let my wall down and I've started to let you in, that means that I'm getting more comfortable with you. So when I say I'm scared, I guess when I saw him and his fiance, it made me automatically build that wall back up because I just don't want to be hurt. You never know what to expect when you're coming in after he's been with somebody else for so long, and it's a scary feeling.
Right. Okay. Now, how do you actually feel about feeling scared and feeling hurt and feeling as if you're building them walls up? How do you feel right now about them feelings?
Well, I don't want to have to feel this way, so it's kind of, I guess, tiring to feel scared and to feel that I need to keep my wall up and to feel the way I'm feeling. That becomes kind of draining. So I just want to see where I want to know what happened, and I want to see exactly like where do we go from the situation.
Okay. And again, deep down inside of you, I want you to reach down as far as you can reach inside, okay? And I want you to try and think, is there anything inside of you that is disagreeing with these feelings?
You mean disagreeing with the fact that I'm scared?
Yeah, you're scared, you're hurt, and you're drained. You use the word
Mhm.
drained too. Is there anything that's disagreeing with that?
Well, my heart is disagreeing with it because we have built a great friendship, and then it turned and started to turn into something more, and I've started to fall in love with him. So my heart feels different than what my mind is telling me to feel, if that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. That's what we're trying to get at, okay? And if you could, let's see, if you could get what you wanted right now, I'm sure you would want to get it, right?
Right.
Okay.
I think anybody would want to get whatever they want.
Absolutely. All right. We've been kind of delving pretty deep in this stuff. What I want you is both to do. This is the hard part now because I wish you were both together. I want you to do a quick little breathing exercise, okay? What I want you to do, I want you to breathe in real deep, and hold it for like 2 seconds. Clear your mind of everything, and then let it out. Just breathe completely out. Let's do that like 2 or 3 times, okay? As you're breathe in freshness. Now breathe out all that hurt and all that pain and all that frustration. Let's do that one more time, okay? Nice. How did that feel? John, or I'm sorry, Colin, how did that feel?
Well, like it made me feel okay, maybe feel better, but I'm still thinking like, like those things. I just don't want to lose her, and I want to be with her. I'm still thinking about that.
Okay, that's very that's good insight on your part. Mandy, how did that make you feel?
It really just kind of relaxed me a little bit. Kind of relaxed my mind. But of course, I'm still thinking about what we initially came here for.
Exactly. Okay, I want you to do another pretty neat little exercise, okay? Mandy, what I want you to do is I want you to stand up, okay? And I want you, okay? And I want you to kind of put your arm over your face and kind of like your hands up, like you're turning away from Colin right now. Like you're kind of, that's it. That's perfect like that. All right, now Colin, as she's doing this, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel worse. Like,
Okay.
I'm scared. Like, I don't
Okay.
feel and act that way when she's around with me.
Okay. Now we're going back deep down inside. Okay. Remember we talked about, is there something that if you could get it right now, you would get it, correct? You said that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now what I want you to do is excuse me, as Mandy is holding her hand up like anything, I want you to tell her exactly how you feel from that from that place we discovered deep down below.
You want me to tell her?
Tell her, just express it to her as Mandy is has her hands up and all that. Just tell her how you feel. Tell her how that makes you feel, what she's doing right now.
Mandy, I don't like it when you do that. It makes me feel hurt. I just want to be satisfied. I want us to be together. I wish you would accept me with open arms, and I wish you won't. Well, I wish I can do things that would, you know, fix our relationship instead of like that way.
Okay, okay, I like that. All right, now Mandy. All
Yeah.
right, all right. Now, I want you to, as you were doing that, and Colin was expressing his thoughts to you, how did that make you feel?
It
As,
made me.
as you were holding your hand up, huh?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
As you were holding your hand up and he was talking to you, how did that make you feel? His words.
It made me want to put my hand down and listen to him and let him know that I do hear him, because I feel like that made it appear that I was blocking him out or that I was turning myself away from him. So it made me want to just put my hands down and talk to him and hear him out.
Okay, okay, that's very good. Now, Colin, I want you to do something similar, okay? But it's going to be a little bit different, okay? I want you to let's see, I want you to portray an expression of surprise, like with maybe your eyes open and your hands up, like and mouth open like that, like like what's going on type thing. Okay, can I see you do something like that?
Will this help?
Yeah, I want you to act like you're surprised, like your eyes open and your hands up, like what's going on? Like, mouth open, maybe like what? Yeah, like you
Okay.
don't understand. I want you to
All right.
show that. That's good. That's good. Like, okay, now, Mandy, look at John right now and his surprised look. Okay, and how does that make you feel?
I guess that's how I felt when I saw him talking to his ex-fiance. That's the same kind of look and shock that I felt. And that's how I looked. So it reminded me of what happened.
Okay, okay. And remember that same place that we talked about where Colin went, where you went deep down inside, that feeling that disagreed with the hurt and the drained and scared feeling, that feeling that you came from your heart. Okay, let's go to that place now, and I want you to rely on your heart, and I want you to tell John exactly how that look makes you feel.
That look just
Express that to John. Say John, that or Mandy or Colin.
Colin, that look that you did was the same look that I had on my face when I saw you with your ex-fiance. A look of shock, and it's not a good feeling. But I do want to get past it. Because I do love you.
Okay, Colin, you can stop acting so surprised now. Okay, and I want you to tell me what Mandy's words. What effect did that have on you?
To me, thank you. Thank you, Mandy, because that made me feel a little bit better, because you wanted to move on, and I know it's difficult, because now I feel like I understand your point of view,
Mm-hmm.
and so like I just want to move on and with this and continue with our relationship.
Okay,
I
nice.
agree.
Very nice. All right, now there's so many things that we touched on right now that deep down emotions, okay, and we played a couple neat little games on how we can express ourselves in different manners, okay. It appears that John or Colin, you weren't even really sure how Mandy was feeling, and vice versa. Mandy, you weren't sure where Colin was coming from. So that's some of the stuff that we're going to work on. Okay, and what I want you to do before our next session is to work on that. Work on your communication styles, whatever it takes to do, because I could give you all kinds of suggestions, but you're going to have to figure out between the both of you is what is the best communication style for you. So what I want you to do, I want you to maybe just work on different ways of talking to each other, expressing them feelings, and remember, all your surface feelings, they have feelings underneath also, and that's what I want you to reach for. As Mandy said, I want her to reach down into her heart. And Colin, I want you to go just as deep as you did before to see how you're feeling about them feelings. All right, and then I think what we're going to do is in our next session is probably continue to work on our communication styles. Does that sound good for everybody?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Okay, I want to thank you both for coming in. Mandy, I want to wish you luck if you can pursue that counseling career. And Colin, I know that it seems like you found something really good here. So let's work together and make this happen. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Until next time. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.